It is the only transcontinental country in the world. It is the Afrasian country, actually. Do you want to know the 15th most populous country in the world, or the cradle of civilization? You're right. We are here at the Embassy of Egypt, and we have come here to talk to the ambassador and take you to Egypt to know what it's all about, other than the pyramids. Thank you so much, His Excellency, for giving us your time. Before starting, I would like to introduce my co-anchors. On my left is Fam Nasser, and next to her is Mr. Nasser Habib. So my first question to you, His Excellency Shaheen, is going to be that other than the pyramids, what else is there in Egypt to show our people?
First, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I thank you very much for giving me such a precious chance to speak about my country here in Pakistan and for the Pakistani people. And through your channel, I give my regards to all of the Pakistani people, which we all respect. And we know a lot about Pakistan since a long time. We have a very strong historical, political and cultural ties with Pakistan. And everybody in Egypt knows, from the student in the school till the eldest man, the poems of Allama Iqbal. So through you, I give my regards and respect to Pakistan as a country.
Even Excellency, founder of Pakistan, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, we all love him. Not only in Pakistan, in the entire world. He chose one country to visit other than British. He chose one country, and that was Egypt. So our founder, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the great leader, he visited Egypt. How significant is it for you and Pakistanis?
Yes, it is very significant because at that time the Pakistani people were seeking for independence from the British colony. And Egypt was one of the stations for all of the Islamic world at that time. The leaders came and they were keen to have a contact and to know and to listen about our vision regarding the future of the Arabic and the Islamic world at that time. The leader, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, as a strategic politician, he was strong at that time to seek the future of his country. And Egypt was, Cairo in particular, was one of the stations that gave him a chance to have a contact with many leaders in the region to seek the future of his country at that time. So it was very important to visit at that time, and it paved the way for the next step after the independence, because we were the first Arabic and Islamic country to have relations with Pakistan. We started our relations with Pakistan, the former relations and the embassy, on the January 19th of 49. And in front of this room, you will see all of the ambassadors who served there. The first ambassador who presented his credentials in Karachi in January 1949.
So, would you like to tell our viewers something about rich culture of the world's most beautiful country? Rich culture, its painting, is all something about its beauty.
I think from the moment that you enter the embassy, you can feel the touch of our civilization.
By the way, sorry for interruption, the moment we entered at the embassy, we felt ourselves in Egypt. We were enjoying all that moments.
You can consider Egypt as the open museum from all of the civilizations which passed through our history related to going deep about 7,000 years in depth in history. And we have diversifications of many civilizations, the Pharaoh civilization, the Hellenic civilization, the Islamic civilization, and through all of these cultures, there is a mix between the East and the West in our habits, in our culture, and it is very shown on our buildings, in our food, in our culture, paintings, the nature of the people themselves, how they are open to all of the world as a result of this mix between the cultures. But our identity now, which I can talk about, we are Islamic and Arabic country. This is our formal and deep identity now. With the background, we were the land of civilization. This is the Pharaoh civilization, which is belonging to now going depth to 7,000 years, which resulted many of interesting sites that you can see, starting from the pyramids to the temples, which is spread in all of our country. Of course, as Herodot said in the past, that Egypt is the gift of the Nile River. And the Nile River is a very fantastic river. Whenever you see it, it is a magic. You can fall in love with it. And it is going from the far south to the north of Egypt. And the Nile River is not only a place, interesting place which you can see, but it is the only source of life in my country. Because we don't have rains, it's rarely rains.
Yeah, I would like to add in this that other than the Nile Valley, all of the Egypt landscape is majority desert. Yeah, so that is what
Yes. In east and west it is desert, but in the middle is the Nile River can go through. And if you have the chance to see a map in front of us, you will see it very, if you can take a picture of this map, you can see how it is going and shaping the way of life in our country. So it is centralized surrounding the Nile River, because it is the source of life and culture and civilization in my country.
Your Excellency, how can Egyptian art be promoted in Pakistan?
I think that one of the most important sectors that we should emphasize on it is the cultural sector. Because what I realized that the Pakistani people are fond of culture, and they had a touch of culture when they are affected by the culture from every country they have a contact with. Of course, we have a deep contact. We are sharing the same values of Islam. And many people here from Pakistan, they learn it in Al-Azhar University in Egypt. And they are affected by Al-Azhar values and the Islamic values of Al-Azhar, which we consider it the modernization and the way of balance and moderate Islamic as we present it to the whole world. And there is a lot of people here affected by the values of Azhar, and they reflect it in their speeches and their ways of teaching Islam here in Pakistan, especially those who read and learn the Quran. This is one side. Other sides that here in Pakistan, I realized that there is a lot of painters, nude painters, and they are fond of painting. And this is one of the ways also why the Egyptians, they are fond of those.
And actually, I just want to add it. So tell us something about Egypt is known to spread love and peace through art, through calligraphy, Islamic calligraphy. So what's your take on that? Spreading love, peace through Islamic calligraphy and painting.
Calligraphy is part of the Islamic art, and it reflects the value of Islam itself through the paintings, through the calligraphic art. And of course, the Pakistani people are very clever in this kind of art. And in Egypt, there is special sectors in the Islamic Museum and in our museums for the calligraphy. So this is one of the sectors that we should contact more and do more in the future. One of the issues also is the arts in general, singing, theater, cinema. Pakistan is famous as they have many good singers and many good actors.
I would want to know about the Egyptian singers, music, and cinema too.
We have 100 years of cinema in our country. It is very old art. And of course, in the past, we have the chance to see many Pakistani cinemas in the 60s. Now we didn't see Pakistani films. We see Pakistani actors who is singing and acting in Indian films. But we didn't see Pakistani films as we saw before. This is one of the questions that I want to, how we can cooperate to promote the sector of cinema here in Pakistan in the future. This is one of them. So
Singers to sing in Egyptian movies or?
No, in Pakistani films. I saw Pakistani films, I was very old. But I saw Pakistani films related to the 60s era, 60s.
Could you recall one of
No, we wouldn't have at that time the equipment that help us to record such films. But we have in our archive, in the TV, our Egyptian TV, in our archive, we have such films. And just good singers.
I would also want to know about the festivals, the cultural festivals of Egypt itself. Like, other than, for example, since you're a Muslim country, so like there must be Eid and anything, but like what about the other festivals?
The festival, you mean, we have religious festivals, we have cultural festivals, which reflect all of type of cultural activities. In fact, one of the most cultural events which is belonging to Islam is the celebration of Mawlid al-Nabi, the birth of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and our celebrations of the holy feasts, Fitr feast and the Hajj feast, and also this is the religious festivals. We have another kind of festivals which is very belonging to the cinema festivals, and we have a Cairo festival, cinema festival, annual Cairo cinema festival every year, and Alexandria and Ismailia and many other cities. We have also celebrations of in the opera every year, the Opera Haida, because Opera Haida, which is very famous, it was found in Egypt when Verdi, the Italian composer, came to make it for the first time in 1885 and 86, preparing for the opening of Suez Canal, the ceremony of the opening of Suez Canal. So he composed the Opera Haida, and it was starting from Egypt to the whole world And we have celebration every year for Opera Aida. We demonstrate it in our opera in open air in Luxor and Aswan, south of Egypt, and many other cities.
We can talk on this days and days, trust me, we are loving it. But we have time restriction and we have to ask lots of other things. Let's move on, Excellency. So, being the most populous country of North Africa, you are the largest economy there. Tell us, how can, like, Pakistan is very populous country too. So population doesn't affect you if you are moving in a right direction. Tell us something, or viewers, about your economy, please.
So, now we are going through a very critical period of time in our economy because we are changing the base of our economy now. And we are making very major national projects, starting from promoting of Suez Canal to many national projects. And one of the prominent and ambitious projects in the future to have a link between the Suez Canal pivot and the CPAC in Pakistan, and the hub will be Gawadir port, because Gawadir port is very important for Suez Canal, because it will improve the movement of trade from Pakistan to the whole world through Suez Canal. Now we are promoting economically this area of Suez Canal to receive all of the investments from all over the world. We know, in fact, that China is the major player in promoting the CPAC in Pakistan. And most of the companies, Chinese companies who are working in CPAC, they are working in promoting our projects in Suez Canal. So, not only Egypt. Egypt is a passage to the whole of the world, in the west and the east. And of course, Egypt is the main gate for the Mediterranean Sea and through to the Atlantic Ocean, to the America and the other countries, and to Europe. So we have a good opportunity for the Pakistani investors who can work from Egypt to open new markets in Africa, as the Cairo or Egypt and Suez Canal region zone can be a hub for their activities to all of Africa, because now Pakistan is trying to explore the opportunities in African continent. African continent now will play a very important economic role in the future for the economy of all of the world. And there is a lot of interest from the West and from the United States and from the East, from China, with the prominent economies in Africa.
I would also want to know about the technological advancement and the transportation in Egypt, because I was reading last night that out of the only 2 metro stations over there, the first one was in Egypt. Yeah, so yes.
We have now 4 or 5 lines which are covering all of the capital, starting from 35 years old. Now we are working since 35. We were the first African country to have the subway in Egypt. Now we are making another project in Alexandria, north of Egypt, and the new capital in New Cairo, which is the new capital. And apart from it, of course, if I hear you clearly about the technological and the science and technology industry in our country. In fact, we are one of the world which are interesting, and we are open to receive all of the latest technology in the world, but we are emphasizing on two. In telecommunication, we are taking very leading steps, and we promoted a lot of projects in this regard. And also in the energy, we made progressive major projects which help us to fulfill our needs for now and for the future, for fulfill the needs of the investors and cover all of the needs of the people which in Egypt. Our population now is reaching 100 million, approximately 100 million.
Economy, and as you mentioned, this is the best time for Pakistani investors to enter in Africa, because you are North African country. So as you mentioned, Excellency, about telecom, you are leading in telecom industry. So even in Pakistan, Mobile, the top telecom industry in Pakistan, that is from it was started.
It was starting from Egypt, because the founder of the telecom was Egyptian businessman, Mr. Naguib Sawiras, who started his very first telecommunication, the first mobile company in Pakistan in the 90s.
Late 90s or 90s, but it was like huge initiative for Pakistanis, because the first private telecom industry, Mobiling, that introduced all that. So that credit goes to Egypt as well. So whether it's 65 war when Egypt played a major role to halt it, or whether it's a your war with Israel, Pakistani gave an opportunity to all to stay, to give them to make their arrangements for stay. So both countries have ideal relationship. So which projects are going on between Egypt and Pakistan if we talk about economy? And what is the volume of trade these days?
The volume trade between the two countries is very moderate. We are not satisfied with this. There is a lot of opportunities. We didn't discover it yet. Maybe there is a lack of both of the two sides, the Egyptians and the Pakistani. And there is a big responsibility to discover the new opportunities and new sectors to cooperate. One of the sectors of trade is the textile industry, which is very famous in Pakistan, very well known in Egypt. There is the pioneers from Pakistan who worked in textile, who established their investment in Egypt since 90s in some factories in Alexandria. And also one of the sectors that I think that in the future we have the opportunity to cooperate with is the solar energy. The solar energy is very important for both of us as a sunny countries. All over the year, Pakistan can produce a lot of power from the sun, and there is a lot of opportunities to learn and to cooperate in this industry.
So Excellency, as you mentioned, you are in touch with chambers and blah blah blah. So do you have any business council as other embassies have, so that people get a platform to interact with your business community, to visit there? Do you have that kind of platform, or are you planning to do?
Now we are on the way to formulate the common council business from both of the two sides, the Egyptian and the Pakistani. The Pakistani group already formulated their businessmen, the council of their business, and they are seeking with the Egyptian side, and we are seeking for the political opportunity within, if it is an important visit or something, to announce the business council in the near future, inshallah. So we have the plan, we worked on it. We are seeking for the political opportunity to announce for such a business council which will start work together for exploring a new.
Easy for both sides, business community, to interact with each other and to. So before we ask a couple of your engagements in the town, personal life, please tell us about visa policy of tourist and business community who want to go there.
Yes, in fact, one of the positive elements now, which I see that there is a lot of Pakistani who visits Egypt now. Last year we granted visas for about 15,000 Pakistani people who went to Egypt for several purposes. Main purpose was to tourism, and it was very happy for us to see such an amazing number since long time. Essentially, of course, this number is increasing in the future. What we are seeking now is we should work on resuming the flights of Egypt Air to Pakistan in near future, which stopped in 2005 for a certain reason. And this was a very commercial, successful commercial line. Maybe we will resume the flights with the opening of the new airport of Islamabad. It will be a good opportunity, and it will help a lot to increase the number of the movement of trade and the culture and tourism between the two countries. The policy of the visas is not changing. It is very clear policy. It is well known for the people. We receive all of the applications from everywhere of Pakistan, and we grant a visa within 15 days. Yani the maximum 15 days. Yes, and this is the same policy of the Pakistani embassy in Egypt also. And we see that now there is a very positive and very active movement, especially the tourist movement from Pakistan to Egypt. They visit many sightseeings in all of Egypt, from the north to south. Especially they prefer the Sharm el-Sheikh tourist site to visit as a very well-known place now all over the world. Hurghada on the Red Sea, Alexandria in the north, and the other they visit for cultural purpose, such as the students in Al-Azhar University. We have 300 students every year from Pakistan to Egypt. 50 of them we grant them scholarship, and the others on their own.
So, Excellency, this question is totally about you. Do you like Pakistani food or music?
A lot. I am fond of the Pakistani food, especially the spicy food, because I like the spicy food by nature. So I found myself in the Pakistani food. So especially the barbecue and the Pakistani kitchen, which is very rich.
Thank you so much.
Rich of culture and rich of colors and rich of a lot of.
And do you travel to Pakistan's beautiful places? Even the capital is.
Not of the capital also. Capital is very beautiful capital. One of the very beautiful capitals all over the world. Very clean and very quiet and very beautiful arrangements. And it needs a lot of light, a little bit, to show the beauty at night. We need to see the beauty of Islamabad at night. And I visited Karachi, I visited Lahore, of course, which is the very cultural hub for Pakistan. I visited Multan, I visited Jugarat, I visited Sialkot. I visited Peshawar. I hope to visit the north. I hope that I can visit Kashmir.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, for your time. So viewers, I'm sure we have given you enough reasons, and now since the summers are near, you know where to pack your bags for. See you next time. Thank you so much.